I'm Bev from Buy the Yard Ribbons, and I'm here to give you a tip of the day that's sponsored by Scrapbook Expo. What I'm going to show you today is how you can take plain Ric Rac like this, and you can turn it into flower embellishments like what you see here. I'm going to take two pieces of coordinating colors. I have both the ends connected just so that they'll both stay lined up. What I'm going to do is then take one piece, and where I see a high on one and the low on the other, I'm just going to weave it back and forth. So here I've got the valley, I'm going to put a hill. Then I have another valley and I'm going to put the hill. And another valley and I'm going to put the hill. And I just keep on going like this until I have a very long length. Now you'll notice that it starts to curve a little bit like this. That is completely normal. You're not doing anything wrong. So continue going like that, up and down, until you have a good length like what you see here. What I'm going to do then is use one of these gluers, the supersized glue dot varieties, and this is sized a 2-inch one, so I'm going to take one out of the pack. You can't really see them since they're clear, but it's like a giant dot of adhesive, and it has a backing on one side and a thin film on the other. To make it easy on myself later on, I peel the backing off right now, the thicker one. Kind of use your thumbnail to hold down the adhesive circle as you go. Peel off the thicker one, so that leaves me with the thin, flimsy one in a circle. Then I'm going to take my Ric Rac and I'm going to start at one of the edges, just going around and around. And as I'm doing this, I'm looking to make sure I'm alternating the colors. As long as I know that I'm alternating colors, then I'm accommodated for that twisting. So here I have an orange, then a pink, and then an orange, and then a pink. And I just keep going around the circle. And now at this point I can see that I'm almost to the center. So I'm going to use my scissors, sharp scissors, snip through both pieces. Now I have these raw edges. I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to make sure that I have them pressed down into the adhesive. Once I have them down, any loose edges get covered up by a button accent in the center, like what you can see here. So I have a button, and then I have two regular glue dots. I'm going to take the glue dots, pick them up with my fingers so it gets kind of like rolled into a little mess. Put it on one side of the shank of the button. Take the other one and put it on the opposite side. There we go. So it's kind of, you can see just a real sticky mess right there. And then I'm going to press that right down into the center of the flower. I press down like this, but then I also lift up and press the backing up towards the flower. And at that point, I have one of these little embellishments, just like what you saw in the book. This is just a larger sized one versus the one we just tried here. Quick and easy tips that you can do with the Ric Rac that you have. I hope you stop and see us at a Scrapbook Expo sometime. We're Buy the Yard Ribbons. Thanks for watching.